Hello, this is Jack from tofluency.com. Welcome to this English lesson where we are going to discuss and you're going to learn two phrasal verbs. These phrasal verbs are quite similar in meaning, but there is a difference between them. So we're going to go through that very soon. But first, I need to tell you about what happened last night because it's going to help me explain what these phrasal verbs mean. Yesterday I had a soccer game, and if you have been following me for a while, you know that I'm on a football team here in America. Now, soccer is American English, football is British English. I'm just going to call it soccer for the rest of this video. So we had a soccer game, and not many people came to the soccer game. Not many people turned up because it was raining, and certain people don't like to play when it's wet. So the other team had 8 players, we had 11 players. We definitely had that advantage. And therefore, we were winning the game 3-1. Now, what happened was this. The referee decided to call off the game. He decided to call off the game. Now, to call something off means that you cancel it. You stop doing what you were doing. Or you cancel an event. In this situation, the referee called off the game because it was raining very heavily. And this isn't always a problem, but the pitch was waterlogged. And I don't think it was very safe to play because you couldn't pass the ball. So the referee decided to call off the game. Here's another example. The manager called off the meeting. So the manager called off the meeting. He or she cancelled the meeting. The next one, imagine that somebody is about to get married, but they find out that their husband-to-be has been having an affair. So she decided to call off the wedding. She decided to call off the wedding. So that's how we use call off. And I want to see some of your examples, so please leave them in the comment section below. But let's also talk about another phrasal verb, which is quite similar in meaning, and it is this, to put off. Put off. So we have call off and we have put off. To put off doing something means to delay doing something, to decide to do it at some point in the future. And I think this is a great phrasal verb to know because as an English learner, and for me as an English teacher, sometimes we put off doing things. For example, I sometimes put off making videos because it takes a lot of energy and a lot of effort to make these videos. So I put it off because, well, sometimes I'm lazy. As someone learning English, you might put off your studies. You might put off learning English or doing something specific in English. It might be, for example, that you put off finding someone to teach you because you might be a little bit nervous. You don't want to pay money. You don't want to commit time to doing something. So you may put off getting an English teacher. Here's another example. He's putting off telling her about his job situation. So you can imagine that this person is having difficulties at work. Maybe he got fired and he's putting off telling his wife or his girlfriend about his situation because it's a bad thing to do. You don't like to tell people bad news. So sometimes you put these things off. You delay doing them. I've been putting off going to the gym. Here you can imagine somebody who is at home. It's a Sunday morning. They're drinking coffee. And they're in their workout clothes, but they tell their friend or their partner, I've been putting off going to the gym because, again, it takes effort to do something. So this person decides to delay this action. So again, these two phrasal verbs, we have call off, which is to cancel something, and then to put off, which means to delay doing something. I've already asked you to leave a comment using call off, but try and use put off too. In fact, try to make a sentence where you use both at the same time. Or if you prefer, create 2 different sentences. If you've been putting off getting my book, The 5-Step Plan for English Fluency, then go download it now. All you need to do is enter your name and email address And you're going to learn how to better learn English. So don't put it off any longer. Go download it now. And then once you've done that, check out my other videos on my channel. Just click one of the videos over here and start watching some of my other lessons. Thank you so much for being here. Speak to you soon.